I once saw a group of children laughing and splashing around in flat water, like they were at a water theme park. But just a few steps away, their parents stood silently, their faces filled with despair. Their homes were gone, their life upended. That moment stayed with me. The innocence of children clashing with the harsh reality of a climate disaster. It made me realize what we see as just another flood is someone else's tragedy. It's happening more often, closer to home, because of climate change. As young people, we are the generation that will face the worst effects of climate change. Our future jobs, our health, our safety, even the places we call home are at risk. This issue is not distant or abstract. It affects the very world we will inherit. As a student and a young person in Malaysia, I have seen firsthand how climate change is no longer a future threat. It is a present crisis. In 2024, I volunteered with a local flood relief team in Kelantan. I saw children wading through wasted water, home destroyed, and families crying for help. That experience changed how I saw the environment. I am not an expert, but I am part of the generation with the most to lose and the most potential to make a difference. Like many of you, I want a livable and healthy future. Today's young generation must lead the protest against climate change because we are the most impacted, the most connected, and the most capable of making change happen. To begin, I will discuss how climate change is already affecting our life. Then, I will show why youth are in a unique position to lead this fight. Finally, I will share some practical actions we can take today. Let's begin by looking at the reality of the climate crisis. Climate change is already affecting our generation in major ways. According to the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change 2023, global temperatures are rising at an alarming rate. If we exceed the 1.5 degrees Celsius threshold, we will face irreversible and catastrophic consequences. Here in Malaysia, the Jabatan Alam Sekitar 2023 reported a 40% increase in urban flooding in just the past 5 years. These floods are no longer a disaster, they are seasonal events. They disrupt our schools, damage our homes, and put life at risk. And the worst is yet to come. The World Bank 2023 warns that by 2050, more than 216 million people will be forced to migrate due to climate disasters like floods, droughts, and rising sea levels. Southeast Asia, including Malaysia, is among the most vulnerable regions. Now that we have seen the problem, let's explore why young people are the ones who must lead the charge. Young people must take the lead in climate actions because we are both the most affected and the most empowered to bring change. According to WWF 2024, Malaysia's education system is beginning to integrate climate literacy, from eco-clubs in schools to sustainability campaigns in universities. This means young people are learning how to analyze environmental issues, speak up, and find innovative solutions. Education is no longer just about reading and writing, it's about creating change makers. But our influence goes beyond the classroom. Look at what happened in South Korea. A group of 255 young people filed a constitutional lawsuit against their government, arguing that its weak climate laws violated their rights. The court ruled in their favor, proving that youth can hold governments accountable and reshape national policy. And globally, youth-led advocacy has driven more than 40% of recent climate policy reforms, according to the UNDP 2023. We are not just shouting in the streets, we are changing laws, minds, and systems. So, what can we actually do to make a difference? There are powerful actions young people can take today. One of the most accessible platforms for activism is right at our fingertips: social media. A study by Hubert et al. 2022 analyzed 242 TikTok videos by eco-influencers and found that these creators are inspiring millions to take action through relatable, bite-sized content. In over half the videos, influencers encourage actions like reducing plastic use, buying second-hand, or participating in tree planting programs. Some even use TikTok features like duets or green screens to show real examples of eco-friendly behavior, making it engaging and easy to copy. While some critics say this approach focuses too much on personal responsibility, the study also found a growing trend: influencers combining individuals' tips with calls for systemic change, asking followers to support policies, vote for green leaders, and push companies towards sustainability. This balance is key. It's not just about changing our habit, it's about demanding a better system. And thanks to platforms like TikTok, we can reach thousands, even millions, with just one post. To end, let me remind you why this matters so much. We have seen that climate change is already hurting people, including us. We have learned that young people are uniquely capable of leading the climate fight. And we have discovered that social media, education, and civic action give us tools to start making change now. I urge you, speak up, join or start an eco club, post that video, sign that petition, choose sustainable options when you can. You don't need to be an expert, you just need to start. Because we are not just the leaders of tomorrow, we are the voice of today. And if we don't protect our future, no one else will. That's all from me. Thank you.